Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today, I have an exciting and deeply engaging story to share with you, one that's sure to captivate your imagination and leave you reflecting long after it ends. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into today's intriguing story. The Unexpected Passenger. It was a chilly evening when Sarah boarded the last train home. The compartment was unusually empty, except for a man seated at the far end, dressed in an old-fashioned suit and reading a leather-bound book. Something about him seemed odd. As the train sped through the night, Sarah couldn't help but notice how eerily quiet it was. The usual chatter of passengers and hum of the train felt muted. She glanced at the man again. He hadn't turned a single page. "Long ride tonight?" Sarah said, attempting to break the silence. The man looked up, his eyes piercing yet calm. "Indeed, this train carries more than just passengers." Sarah chuckled nervously. "What does that mean?" He leaned closer, his voice low. "Do you believe in second chances?" Confused, Sarah shrugged. "I guess. Why?" Before he could answer, the lights flickered and the train screeched to a sudden halt. Sarah peered outside. It wasn't a station, but an empty field, shrouded in mist. The man stood up, his posture rigid. "Stay here," he instructed firmly. Curiosity got the better of her. Ignoring his warning, Sarah followed him. Outside, she saw figures moving in the fog, shadowy, silent, and unsettling. The man approached them, and to her shock, they bowed their heads as if acknowledging him. "You weren't supposed to leave the train," he said suddenly behind her. Startled, Sarah spun around. "What's going on? Who are they?" He sighed. "This train is a bridge between life and death. Passengers here are either moving forward or staying behind." Her breath caught. "Are you saying I'm dead?" The man shook his head. "Not yet, but you're on the edge. Tonight you were in a car accident. The impact should have ended your journey, but you have a choice: to return or to stay." Sarah's mind raced. She remembered the headlights, the screeching tires, the shattering glass. It all made sense now. "Why are you telling me this?" she whispered. "Because," he said, stepping back, "everyone deserves to decide their own fate." Suddenly, the train whistle blew, and the figures in the mist began boarding. The man gestured toward the train. "If you want to live, you must get back on." Without hesitation, Sarah ran. As she climbed aboard, she turned to see the man smiling faintly. "Will I see you again?" she called out. He nodded. "Someday, but not today." The train jolted, and when Sarah opened her eyes, she was in a hospital bed, surrounded by her family. The memory of the mysterious man lingered, along with a newfound gratitude for life. Moral: life is full of unexpected twists, and sometimes the scariest moments teach us the value of living fully. Now let's learn the vocabulary from the story, The Unexpected Passenger, along with their meanings. 1. Chilly, cold, or cool, often causing discomfort. Example: it was a chilly evening. 2. Boarded, got onto or entered a vehicle, ship, or aircraft. Example: Sarah boarded the last train home. Third compartment, a separate section or enclosed space in a train, vehicle, or building. Example: the compartment was unusually empty. 4. Eerily, in a strange and frightening way. Example: she couldn't help but notice how eerily quiet it was. 5. Muted, quiet or soft, lacking intensity or sound. Example: The chatter and hum of the train felt muted. Sixth piercing, intense or deeply penetrating, often used to describe a look or sound. Example, his eyes were piercing yet calm. 7. Flickered, shone unsteadily or went on and off quickly. Example, the lights flickered. 8. Shrouded, covered or concealed, often in a mysterious or gloomy way. Example, an empty field, shrouded in mist. 9. Mist, a thin layer of water droplets suspended in the air, reducing visibility. Example, the field was shrouded in mist. 10. Rigid, stiff, not flexible or moving. Example, his posture was rigid. 11. Curiosity, a strong desire to know or learn something. Example, curiosity got the better of her. 12th. Shadowy, dim, dark, or indistinct in appearance. Example, figures moving in the fog were shadowy.